It is Independence Day, and you're watching TV Hamilton's live coverage of the 4th of July Parade, presented by the Michael J. Colligan Fund within the Hamilton Community Foundation. Hi, everybody. I'm Ty Bradshaw.
And I'm Vanessa Cannon.
And we're so excited to be here alongside TV Hamilton's crew. You're going to hear a little bit, hopefully, from Steve Caldwell about this parade, which we're hoping gets in because of this rain. But we're going to have more than 120 vehicles, and Vanessa, a record number of participants in this one.
1,500 participants will be walking on these streets today. We're so excited to see them. We're hoping the rain holds off for now, so we're stoked. And it's the 62nd annual parade.
That's right, 62 years of Hamilton history culminating in this moment. We're so excited to bring it to you live. Vanessa, are we all ready?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's get the cameras out on the parade route as it makes its way down the square, and we'll get things started. Again, the weather is really the only unpredictable thing in this moment. It is about 10:45 right now, and it looks like rain is in the forecast between the 11 o'clock, 11:30 window. So we're going to keep this production flexible. Isn't that right, Vanessa?
Yes.
I've been doing this parade since 2010. I've only had to jump in the truck one time.
Well, if we have to, we have to. We're spry. We're young. We're young.
But even that's right. Well, I guess
we're younger than this parade.
That's right. That's right. We are younger than the parade, which I think you made the comment was the parade was almost eligible for Social Security.
At this point, yeah, it really is. It's doing well. It's thriving.
It is.
So that's great.
But we've got lots of people who are defying the weather reports and showing up to watch this parade. A great, great turnout, and they are lined up all the way down to the Butler County Fairgrounds because this parade kicks off from there, goes to Fair Avenue, turns on to Dayton, and then to 7th Street, eventually making its way onto High Street, which will cross the bridge, then to Main Street, and it ends at F Street. To my knowledge, this is one of the longer parade routes. I think a couple years ago they started making the stop on the other side of the bridge, at least making it over the bridge, now continuing all the way down on Main Street, which has got to be good for all the shops on Main Street, including True West Coffee,
I would certainly think. Is, yeah. Yes. We are very busy at True West Coffee. and it really is a neighborhood parade. You can sit in your house and watch it, and it's so fun with all the kids. They love to see the parade. And they're out today, which is crazy because of the rain. But see, these people are the Hamilton faithful. They know. They're out.
One of the cool things about a thriving Hamilton Renaissance is that we have the opportunity to see people in windows looking out over the parade from residential spots. So really a great opportunity to just check out the parade from your balcony if you're living in downtown Hamilton now.
Yes. And it's nice because Art Space and all these other places that have apartments up in here, you can see the parade. It's the best view in the house, so it's pretty cool.
All right, so it looks like we've got the City of Hamilton Police Department kicking things off, and a special thank you to the City of Hamilton Police Department, to the Butler County Sheriff, to all the individuals who make sure the streets are clear, the streets are safe. This is a long parade route with lots of people participating, so it takes lots of man and woman power to make sure that everything is going to be safe, secure, that all the parking. I'm always shocked that there's nobody who's parked a vehicle on this street. Maybe it's been towed already if they were parked here.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate for you if your car was parked out here. And it's so nice. Oh, there they all are. And this is one of those things where the organization of this parade takes a lot of time. So we're really grateful to the State Highway Patrol, to the Hamilton Police Department, and all the people who make it easy for us to come out and enjoy the parade.
Yes, indeed. And we'll sure be able to thank all of those people throughout the parade. That was Ohio State Highway Patrol and Lieutenant Matthew Keener. They're a division of the Ohio Department of Public Safety. They have the primary responsibility of traffic enforcement in the U.S. state of Ohio. And it looks like we have the Hamilton Police Honor Guard following with the presentation of the colors. Always a great way to kick off a parade.
Yes. And I hear bagpipes. Do you hear
Always the sheriff's bagpipes at the beginning. That's always a mainstay of this parade. There are a few fixtures or staples that we see year in and year out, and the bagpipes are always so recognizable. It's just a wonderful addition. And again, special thanks to the Michael J. Colligan Fund within the Hamilton Community Foundation for their presentation of the parade. Events like this are such a huge undertaking. There's so many people involved.
Yes.
And the Michael J. Colligan Fund helps to make sure that all those things happen year in and year out. I can tell you a parade does not make it 62 years unless there's financial support, unless there's a team of people behind it. So again, the Hamilton Community Foundation and the Michael J. Colligan Fund, we thank them for their leadership.
And the Hamilton Community Foundation does so much for the city, from scholarships to sponsoring the fireworks tonight. It's just such a great organization, and it really helps the city maintain this like beautiful atmosphere, but also get the kids to college, fund the things that are really important to Hamiltonians. So we are super grateful to the Hamilton Community Foundation.
Without a doubt. We've got the Sheriff's Regiment here with the Butler County Sheriff Honor Guard. As Vanessa mentioned a little bit earlier, the Butler County Sheriff Bagpipes. And, of course, Butler County Sheriff Richard K. Jones.
Do you think it's a prerequisite to be able to play bagpipes to be,
I don't know if that's on the application or not.
They're like, you're in.
Yeah.
You can play bagpipes.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like an application screening question.
Hello.
Greatest place to be today.
It sure is.
America, greatest country in the world to live, and the safest right here.
Right here? Yeah, especially with these bagpipes.
We appreciate your service, Sheriff Jones. Thank you for your support, sir. Thank you for all you do to keep our community safe. We're going to let you listen into those bagpipes for a little bit. And I tell you, Vanessa, who gets the MVP award today, I don't know if you noticed that, but there were a couple kids just standing there with bottles of water, attentive, waiting to administer those to any bagpiper who needs it.
It's like a first aid situation.
It is.
That's a long way to be playing bagpipes.
That is.
I mean, they've already been going. How far is this already from the fairgrounds?
Yeah, so from the fairgrounds, and like we said, making that jog to Fair Avenue, Dayton, and 7th Street, this has got to be over a 2-mile parade route.
Right.
Thankfully, the only thing I guess that's good about this weather forecast and the overcast, it's not the oppressive heat that we're accustomed to in some of these shoots.
Yeah, this is way better. I appreciate the breeze, even though it might bring the rain. I appreciate the breeze so much.
That cool breeze makes us nervous. Vanessa and I looked at each other about 15 minutes before the parade route made its way down here and said, let's pull up the weather app
Yes.
just in case.
Let's have the
there might
umbrellas
be
at the
something
ready.
coming our way. And a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow, but we're hoping that the winds will push it somewhere else, at least until about 11:30 when this parade typically concludes. But we've got a little bit of a backup right now, allowing us to enjoy some additional bagpiping and hopefully some of the slower people at the end of the route to catch up.
Yes. It is tough to keep up with the horses and all the different people who are in the parade, so.
It is, and that's why you're having an opportunity to look here at the Butler County Sheriff's Office, their emergency response services. I think the one thing that I'm always appreciative of when you see these larger parades like this, I don't think you quite understand the variety of different vehicles that it takes to operate a sheriff's department or a law enforcement agency, right? So vehicles like this that help in those emergency response situations, and we know that Butler County, yes, they're protecting our county, but also in times of national disaster, you often see that the Butler County Sheriff's Department, they're one of the first responders to get out there and help any way they can.
That's right. Yeah, it takes a lot of vehicles to make this work.
And you go from a huge emergency response vehicle to one of the smallest I've ever seen.
The tiniest little Audi that ever was.
And if you can see, I always think this is one of the cool entries seized from a drug dealer. So when these vehicles are taken in on a drug bust, they're able to repurpose them, and it's got the DARE logo. We all remember the DARE program from our days. Pretty cool moment.
Maybe we are close to the annual parade's age.
We might be. We might be.
That's so true. We now have the Butler County Veterans Services Commission, and the Butler County Veterans Service Commission is here to ensure that the veterans living in Butler County receive every possible benefit entitled to them on a federal, state, and county level. They strive to maintain strong relationships between veterans, spouses, and widow and widowers of veterans. And it's an honor and a district pleasure to serve Butler County, they say, and look at them fulfilling their promises, they say, to women and men who've served. We're so grateful for them and all that they do.
And when you talk about things that are important or featured in this parade every single year, that when we're here doing parade number 162, they'll still be doing it with a different crew of people, but the honor of our veterans who have served in a variety of different conflicts and international wars, we're going to do our best to try to recognize all these people, but one that we have to recognize right out of the gate because of its significance. World War II veteran Dan Antonin, Army Private First Class in the 20th Armored Division. Mr. Antonin served in both France and Germany. We know that this is a generation that is dwindling, sadly. So to have Dan Antonin, a World War II veteran, here with us today, unbelievably special.
What a lucky thing to have him there. We also have David Bagley from the U.S. Navy.
We're going to try our best to get all these names in with the veterans who are here. We have Gail Collins from the Women's Army Corps serving between 1965 and 1968. And of course, these veterans always get to ride in Corvettes. They get the most stylish ride of the day. I'm hoping the tops can go up on those things pretty quick in the event that they need it.
That's a great point, honestly. You don't want these people to get wet.
That's right.
Not today, friends. Not on the 4th of July. Here comes Teddy Kramer.
Oh, we love Teddy. Teddy, Cincinnati Reds bat boy, is here with us. He's America's bat boy. Teddy, how we doing, bud? We love you, Teddy. Hi, buddy. Many of us know Teddy is the 2022 winner of the Nuxall Humanitarian Award and just an inspirational figure. He lives with Down syndrome and has been a bat boy for the Cincinnati Reds, their good luck charm.
Oh, what a cool thing.
He works down at the Reds Stadium. He and his family, David and Cheryl, his mom, are just incredible people, and so good to see Teddy riding in this year's parade.
Oh, I love that. We also have Barclay Dwayne Simpson, the U.S. Army Cold War and Berlin Wall U.S. Air Force. Hello, Barclay.
Barclay will be followed by Jim Schneider, a United States Navy veteran serving in the Vietnam War.
Ooh, we got twin cars, it looks like.
Those are almost identical. A little bit of change in the trim on the door, right?
And next we have Virgil Harris from the U.S. Marines, who served as a Vietnam veteran.
And we do our best to try to get every single name in, but our apologies if we do miss that. But either way, whether your car is marked or not, Vanessa, myself, the entire TV Hamilton crew send our thanks for your service and for all you do to serve our country. We have Douglas Porter Jr., a United States Army veteran serving in the Korean War.
And I do love I love that they get to ride in these cool cars.
It is amazing.
I would like to ride in
Yeah,
these
I know
cool cars.
there's a local Corvette club, I believe, that shows up and provides so many of these cars, which is just so wonderful.
I have a rogue rollerblader. Honestly, smooth. We also have James Spicer from the U.S. Air Force, who fought in World War II. Very cool.
I don't know if there's anybody nearby with a bucket, because if this guy's been spinning on these rollerblades since back at the fairgrounds.
You know, I don't know if you can take that much centrifugal force.
Ooh, look at that.
That was
a word we thought was never going to get into the broadcast.
Here it is.
Check that off your bingo cards, folks, if you had that one at home. The elusive centripetal force reference that we didn't see coming. We've got Patrick Facky Jr. from the United States Marine Corps, Iraqi Freedom Operation, and a combat veteran. And we've got a few more veterans coming through here in Corvettes as well.
And this one looks, this one's, you know, I like how the white and the red, that looks pretty cool.
That red interior is pretty sharp and perfect for the 4th of July.
Yeah, it is. Ryan Facky with the U.S. Marine Corps, and he was in the Iraqi Freedom in Afghanistan.
It's always incredible to see, yes, the generational advances in the Corvettes, but more importantly, the generational representation from each of the different combat operations that we see represented here. As we mentioned right out of the gate, it was so special to be able to have Dan Antonin leading off this crew of veterans,
Yes.
a World War II veteran who served in the 20th Armored Division in the Army Private First Class role. John Newman is here, a United States Air Force commander and a member of AMVETS post 1983.
And next we have Ed Farrow, and he's from the U.S. Army from 1988 to 1995.
Don't know that I see that orange color too often.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pretty sharp. John McKinney with the United States Navy, a Vietnam veteran.
Oh, and I love his Navy hat.
Yeah, so special indeed.
I love that. I love that they break these things out.
Feels
at
like you're
least
going
once or
back
twice
in
a year.
time
Yeah.
when you see those Navy hats. It reminds you of the pier and the harbor and some of the most
Very
iconic
cool.
photographs of that century for sure.
Next we have Michael Anderson from the U.S. Army from the Vietnam War, and Paul Wagers from the U.S. Army, also served in the Vietnam War.
And a military escort on this next one. That's a pretty good way to ride. Ronald Chambers of the United States Army, who served in the Vietnam era, the Cold War, and the War on Terror. That's quite a span.
Yeah, wow, that is a long time.
A lifetime of service indeed.
Yes.
Thank you all for your service.
You can hear the shouts from the kids about just saying thank you to people who've served. Such a special thing for them to see these people on the parade route today.
And a veteran of a different type of conflict, that would be the Cincinnati Bengals. Jim Breach, famous kicker, Super Bowls. Jim, good to see you. Jim is so active in our community, does so much, and great to have him in the lineup as well. And another Bengal here as well, Robert Jackson, another active Bengal who does so much to support many legacy initiatives. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Jim.
We have the Boy Scouts of America, Troop 926 from Hamilton. Hello. So glad to have you guys on the route today.
As we mentioned, keeping an eye on the weather, we're starting to see a few raindrops, but we're hoping that that might be the extent of it. Hamilton, Ohio Pride is following the Boy Scouts. That takes place on the first Saturday in June at Markham Park. They had a huge showing in this past year. Very excited to celebrate their fifth annual Pride Festival in 2025.
And it's such a fun event. And Taylor Stone Welch, who is the Citizen of the Year, is right here right now. What a guy. He's the 2024 Citizen of the Year and the Parade Grand Marshal and the founding member of the Ohio Hamilton Pride event. And he has done so many things, from organizing the City of Sculpture events to Live After 5. He's also helped with event fundraisers for organizations like Inside Out Studios, Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, the Dayton Lane Historic District, and the YWCA.
Definitely a beautiful float indeed. And we've got 17 strong, a community organization that celebrates the 17 neighborhoods. We have to mention she has abdicated her role with TV Hamilton. Jennifer Caldwell was supposed to be on that float, the wife of our station manager, director, and spiritual guru, Steve Caldwell, but we didn't see her. So maybe she just decided she didn't want to deal with you this morning.
I think she was probably hiding so that we didn't shout her out. But here we are. Jennifer, we love you. We think you're awesome.
17 Strong does so much to promote community goodwill and togetherness throughout the area, so we're lucky to have them and their leadership.
Yeah. Oh, and they have the Cube.
They have a huge showing. What's the Cube?
The Cube.
I'm not familiar.
They do a lot of things where they do neighborhood cleanups. So they have cleanup chests where they will put all of their equipment in there and go and clean up specific areas. It's such a help. They're really awesome.
Ah, that's a great idea.
There's Jennifer. I see
there.
her.
Okay, she is here.
Hello.
Jennifer. We thought you stayed home just to avoid Steve. It's good to see you fulfilled your obligation here. Oh, okay. And the Hamilton Hispanic Festival is here. They are You've got an event coming up, on September 29th.
At Markham Park.
Dancing, good music. I like that.
You got it. You got to dance in the rain. It's starting to come down.
A mainstay for my childhood, although it's been upgraded quite a bit. It's the Lane Library Bookmobile. They've served Butler County community since 1938. How about that? Today, the Bookmobile can be seen throughout Hamilton, Fairfield, Fairfield Township, Ross, and Oxford, as well as the outlying communities. Visit the Bookmobile at one of its weekly community stops or at any Lane Library location to sign up for Camp Lane, the free summer reading adventure for all ages.
The Bookmobile is one of those awesome memories from my childhood as well. There's nothing better than going in there and finding a new author or a new book you never even thought of, and they come right to schools. I love it. What a great program.
Vanessa, you have to be smarter than the umbrella, and for a moment I was not.
Same.
As you can probably tell, and Steve, I'm sorry folks, but our operation's going to be a little unwieldy here. Are we low enough to keep that out of the camera angle?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good. So let's see. I want to make sure we try to get everybody in. We had Trail Life Troop Ohio 0414, a local Christ-focused boy-leading youth program. Trail Life USA is an outdoor adventure program for boys age 5 through 17. They are chartered by and hold their regular meetings at the Fairfield Church of Christ. Oh, how about this one? Wait, the Reverend is here. Look at this.
Pastor John.
Man, they took pews out of the church
in his
and everything.
three-corner hat. There's the church.
That was unexpected.
That's the Presbyterian Church on High Street. And their mission is to welcome everyone. I love that, partying like in 1776.
Boy, they go all out. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
To learn more about the Presbyterian Church, just visit thepresby.org and find out how you can join them. Reverend John Lewis is just such an incredible guy in our community. He does so much, not just at the church, but for so many different causes and things. And it was pretty cool to see him in one of those three-corner hats.
Yeah,
he better preach on Sunday in that thing.
I think I feel like we should bring those back.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a good look.
That's a good one.
I know.
No, they didn't.
They did. Usually I'm always worried about the electrical interference that could occur when he comes by with that squirt gun.
Yeah, and he does shoot us every year.
Now, granted, if I'm nervous about that, I should probably be nervous about the rain that is setting in here in Hamilton.
Yes.
I will say people, it looks, have come prepared. There's a lot of umbrellas. There's not been a lot of people fleeing.
No, they like it. It seems like they're actually, this is a hardy bunch. If you're coming out on a 4th of July parade, you know what you're getting into.
You're determined.
Yes.
And again, we want to give some special thanks to the people who make this parade happen. The Lindenwald Kiwanis of Hamilton Fairfield, who assisted with the lineup at this morning's parade as the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio make their way through the square.
There they are, looking cute, waving, looking strong. Way to go, Girl Scouts. We're so glad you're here.
And we also want to thank the City of Hamilton, Public Safety, the Greater Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, the parade chairman, Mayor Pat Moeller, and the entire committee, and of course the Hamilton Community Foundation, the Michael J. Colligan Fund, and TV Hamilton. We have the Hamilton High School Marching Band. They cannot hold umbrellas because they're too busy holding instruments, and we want to give you an opportunity to listen in to the Big Blue Marching Band. High School Marching Band, a band with a long history of excellence in the area, state, and national contests. And Vanessa, you and I are going to love this one. We were just talking before we went on air. The band plans to travel to Walt Disney World
what
to perform,
a time.
and they're a smart band because they're going this winter.
Oh, that is so smart.
They want to thank the district for all of their support as well as the community and their amazing band parents organization, which you see with their vehicle there. Their annual Bandorama will be on October 5th. Say hi to Mickey for Vanessa and I.
Please do. close personal friend, Mickey Mouse.
And of course, we have the Butler County Special Olympics. They provide year-round sports to over 150 athletes with intellectual disabilities. I see Bobby Zeisler there, Elizabeth Crehan on the front of the float. I see Adam Gibbemeyer, Nika Swagler. The whole crew is
Wow,
there.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we love seeing them play out at the Joe Nuxall Miracle League fields. And of course, hopefully we can give Butler County Special Olympics a permanent home when we build the Hope Center and give them an indoor year-round recreational
Oh my gosh,
facility.
wouldn't that be the best?
That would be incredible.
I feel like that's going to be such an asset to the community. It's
We
gonna
hope
be
so.
wonderful.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
We also, do you know that these floats are judged before they leave?
You know, I did not know that until this morning.
Yeah, they are judged, and so they float, they do the judging, and then they decide which one's the best. So far, I think that three-corner hat's winning it for me,
Yeah,
honestly. I don't know.
the Pride float was good.
Oh,
too.
that Pride float,
Yeah.
yes, that was a good one too. Both. Yeah, that'd be a tough gig. I don't know.
Yeah, well, fortunately, you and I don't have to do that. It's the folks with Altrusa that are responsible for judging the floats every single year. So good luck to them. They're going to have some tough choices. This is the Hamilton Fire Department Honor Guard. They are followed by the Fire Department Medic Unit and the Hamilton Fire Department Engine Company. Anytime I hear buzzing in my headset, I'm afraid I'm going to get electrocuted because of all the wiring and
There's
the
a
water.
lot of wiring.
There's a lot of wire. There's a lot of water. Rose Automotive coming through right now. Big shout out to Ed Larkin and his crew at Rose Automotive who do such a wonderful job keeping everybody in a stylish set of wheels throughout the area.
Wow, these people are, sometimes people are, they're just, doesn't matter what the weather's like. They're still going to go for it. And I appreciate this drummer.
He's
right
going
here.
for it because I think he's part of the Corn Stand Jam, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Christian's Corn Stand Jam. And we got to listen into their music real quick. The Corn Stand Jam raises funds and awareness for mental health in our community.
And the one thing that happens when it's raining, the parade seems to move faster.
Yes,
so
it
you
sure
just got a
does.
chance to see Butler County Recorder Danny Crank, he's handling the weather pretty good, along with Butler County Commissioners Don Dixon and T.C. Rogers. Ain't nothing can hold these guys back.
No way, they're going to be here. Ooh, I see Gapper. Do you
I see Gapper and Mr. Red
Oh
with the
my
Cincinnati Reds.
gosh. I'm a big fan of Gapper
They're wonderful.
and Redzilla.
That thing, oh my
I
gosh.
love Redzilla.
Isn't it incredible?
Yes, I love going to the Reds games and seeing Redzilla.
Kudos to Gapper and Mr. Red for not being prima donnas.
Yeah, that's right.
They're just sticking it out in the rain like nothing happened. They don't need an umbrella. They want people to see their faces.
You
Hey,
get it.
Mr. Red.
Way to go, Mr. Red. You're awesome.
And I believe in front of the Cincinnati Reds, that was Mal Walker Productions, Hamilton City's premier DJ. Some interesting fact about Mr. Red, Mr. Redlegs. They stand 5 feet 7 inches tall, but he's 5 foot 7 3/4 apparently.
Oh.
Mr. Red stands exactly 19 mids tall and weighs in at a sturdy 215
Whoa,
pounds.
I did not know that. Well, that head, he's got the biggest dome you've
Without
ever
a doubt.
seen.
Without a
Colossal.
doubt. I believe that we had the bucket truck from the city of Hamilton. And folks, our apologies again. Vanessa and I are kind of, our vision is limited.
It's impaired by the umbrellas.
We're under umbrellas. There are umbrellas out on the road making it very hard for us to see.
But that was the City of Hamilton electric bucket truck.
And now you'll see we've got the Crown Vic Boys and Girls Chapter 51 out of Cincinnati. This is their second year participating in the 4th of July Parade. They're a nonprofit organization here to promote friendship and family, as well as driving some pretty cool Crown Vics and give back to the community who are less fortunate.
That's a fun. That's lifted. That is some. Those are some big tires.
I didn't even know you could fit tires this big on a few of these Crown Vics.
There's a lot of things with cars that I'm like stunned by.
We just had our car show out at the Joe Nuxall Miracle League fields last weekend, and I just feel so inadequate because I walk around and look at all these cars, and I'm like, this is a car.
You're
This
like,
is another
"There's
car.
another
I have no idea, but I'm impressed.
I'm so glad that you're here, but I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And I don't know what this car is. Yes.
But they look pretty sweet. I know that much. And one guy in a Corvette let me in.
No way.
Sit in his car.
And you said, this is a Corvette, and I have nothing else.
Let's do it.
That's good enough. Uh-oh. Is this your alma mater?
Oh, of course it's my alma mater. Yeah, I do have to stay seated this year because the wires and things like that, the rain, all that. But look at them, the tenacity, the determination.
Oh, my God.
Not even hurricane-force winds could hold these guys back because it's the Marching Indians from Fairfield High School. Let's take a listen into their performance. The superintendent for a minute because they're always supposed to cue up the fight song, and just right there at the end,
and they did it. They know. It's like they're waiting for you.
They can sense the presence of a fellow Indian. This is the Fairfield High School Marching Band. They're excited to march in this year's parade and begin their rehearsals at the end of the month as they prepare for their show, Double Toil and Trouble, a competition show perfect for the fall 24 marching season.
That's fun.
I always like spooky Halloween type stuff, so that's perfect.
Yeah, that is. Ooh, next we have Bilstein. Bilstein is one of Hamilton's largest employers who builds some of the finest shocks in the world, and they're here today. They want to thank all of their employees and customers.
I bet they got some pretty good shocks on these vehicles.
Yeah, I bet they better.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, really?
I bet you just bounce all over the entire city, right, Steve?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I love this paint splatter print on this Bilstein Jeep here.
It's like forever off-roading.
Cool. It is. Yeah, I love that. The Butler County Regional Transit Authority is proud to celebrate 30 years of serving the city of Hamilton. Visit the BCRTA website to check out all the fun activities planned for the summer of celebration.
Ooh, it's one of those Miami red brick trolleys.
Aren't those trolleys just beautiful?
They're so cute. I love them.
We talk about going back in time. I don't know if anything gives you the feeling of that more than a trolley.
Yes.
And when you get them up in Oxford running across all the red brick streets there's just nothing better.
It's the cutest thing, and it looks so like a throwback, and I love that.
And functional.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's not just that it's there to look cool, but they transport students all across the campus, all throughout the region. It's really amazing.
Oh, next we have the YWCA from Hamilton. And they are they just opened a brand new facility, which is really amazing. Yes.
And the service that they're doing, supporting women and families that have been affected by domestic violence, it's just so special.
It really is. It's an amazing thing that they do. And their mission is to eliminate racism and empower women. And honestly, what a cool organization with a great facility.
According to our script, we're about halfway through this year's parade, but like I said, a little bit unpredictable. The weather always tends to affect these. You'll see the parade speed up because people don't want to get wet, but then sometimes you have long gaps in the parade, which is what we see here. But it gives us an opportunity to thank all those people here at TV Hamilton, Steve Caldwell and Sam and Jacob, the entire crew, Jeff, who's out there somewhere. Jeff's just happy he's not getting sunburnt this year.
For once.
There's cloud cover, and Jeff did not have to bathe in a vat of sunscreen before we started this year's
He's just the palest man.
He is.
Just so pale.
He is. Dangerously pale.
Dangerously.
Yes.
Translucent.
Translucent. Again, another word you might not have expected on
that.
Yeah, this is good.
I know.
Yes, Adam and Evie, our interns, are here with us as well. We're thankful to them. Evie is here. We have AMVETS Post 1983 and Honor Color Guard. They are vets helping vets, located on Ross Avenue in Hamilton. The mission of the AMVETS to enhance and safeguard the entitlements of all American veterans who've served honorably and to improve the quality of life for them, their families, and their communities, and also, not explicitly in their mission, to have super loud sirens.
The loudest,
yeah.
the loudest sirens.
Very. I don't know if that was them or if that was, I think that might have been one of the emergency medical units down
yeah,
the way.
it looks like it might be one of those fire trucks down the way.
The rain is subsiding a little bit. It was coming down heavy about 10 minutes ago, but now it looks like we're in a what I would call the light drizzle phase.
Yes.
And there's a downpour coming, about 11:30, as you heard Steve mention
Yes.
there. It's
We have about 10 minutes.
if you've got grill outs scheduled for today, you might want to think about celebrating July 5th because this is going to be a washout until about 2 or 3 o'clock. It looks like. So bring it indoors, folks. The St. Clair Township Fire Department destroying eardrums of TV Hamilton announcers for at least the past 20 years.
Yes.
The St. Clair Township New Miami Life Squad agency provides emergency medical services to the residents and visitors of St. Clair Township and the village of New Miami.
That's right down the way. It's so close to Hamilton. It feels like it's a part of it.
It does. Yes, it does. Ooh, that was one of those pulsating sirens.
That really
kinda
was.
gets you.
That was a
Yeah.
That'll get you. This is the Delta Company 237th Brigade for Support Battalion, and they are part of the Ohio Army National Guard. And you know, that's interesting because they actually provide food, fuel, maintenance, and distribute to the squadron. Delta Company was deployed in support of Operation Inherent Resolve and returned home last September. We are glad to have them back.
Without a doubt. Thanks to all of them for coming out. That's a pretty sweet spot to ride. Wow, that was loud. Right there at the top of that vehicle.
That's an interesting vehicle, actually. What is it? That looks like a little tank.
It does,
Yeah, sure does.
We've got more members of the 7 Mile Emergency Management Program, the Volunteer Fire and Life Squad.
I'd put that on everything.
I would.
Put it on the commercials. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love This is the Fraternal Order of the Eagles, and they're an international prosperity, gladness, and hope. That's a good mission. I like that mission.
That is definitely a good one. And they're followed by
school, but I love that they still can get a marching band going.
They do, and you can tell there's all ages represented there as well. Look like some middle schoolers, some high schoolers. This is AAA of Cincinnati. The truck is dedicated to 2 drivers who were killed in the line of duty, sadly. It also, their goal is to spread awareness about the slow down, move over law that requires all vehicles to slow down or move over for flashing lights. Folks, there might be a lot that we can disagree on in this country, but there are a couple things we can agree on, and one is that the men and women working on the side of the road need to be safe.
Absolutely.
Don't risk it. Pull over. Get out of the way. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, allow them to do their job.
And folks, we apologize. We're having some technical difficulties here with the moisture and the rain. We're not quite sure what's being broadcast and what's not, but we're happy to be here with you. Tyler Bradshaw and Vanessa here with you to talk about this year's parade.
That was Michael Ryan. And Michael Ryan is a councilman for the city of Hamilton.
And he'll be followed here by Vice Mayor Eric Pullman. Eric's been a lifelong servant here in Hamilton, just a great man. His son plays out at the Miracle League fields. Vice Mayor, good to see you. He's been so supportive of our efforts with the Miracle Series. Hey there, buddy. Good. We're a little wet.
Just a little.
I think the only person thriving in this is that rubber duck mascot.
Honestly, and he came prepared for the weather.
This is and that's a little bit confusing. 4th of July and Saturday rather than 4th of July. Yes. So folks, make sure you've got the right date on your calendar. That's July 27th. They're going to be celebrating.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Yes, correct. They're going to be celebrating their 70th annual. Sometimes we're live, without a doubt. 17 cars. I want to get some cars back in the parade of
Hey Adam, let them know they're off.
I know what
Give me 2 claps! 2 claps! Let me get a say square! 2 claps! 2 claps! Let me get one more say square! On big dog! Say it one more time, on big dog!
they are coordinating.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That guy's got one on this as well.
I like this little,
Well, it's off, so you wouldn't need to make it.
Yeah.
To your iPhone, Steve. iPhone will give you enough juice. I know, that's what it's telling me.
Yeah, for sure.
We're out. We're going with just crowd ambiance.
You don't need us?
No.
Okay.
Sadly, we can't keep power on long enough. You guys can jump in the truck if you want to.
Hey, that was fun while it lasted.
You know what? We get credit for half a parade.
Yeah, half a parade. That ain't
Hey Steve,
Yes, sir.
next year, if we can muster money from somewhere, I don't know if you know anybody that has money, but I think we should buy one of those power blocks, plug that into the power box, us in the power box.
So when
if
it
we
goes
use that,
out-
we still have a
Yeah,
battery back.
I have a battery backup. I didn't even think about bringing that. I don't know if it would power all this. We probably need 2.
I mean, if you need a big one,
We do, because
Thanks,
that's a
guys.
lot.
Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
guys, sorry that
apologize.
didn't work out.
well, I'm still recording.
Well, am I in your way?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all
are we
right.
still recording, Jeff? I think he's just gonna splice it.
I'm just using
That's
my
good to
camera.
see ya.
Do you want Jeff to stop? Jeff, you can stop. He said he's not gonna take that footage.
Evie can stop too.
Where's Evie? Evie can stop too.
Evie can come over when there's a break.
I may head out. Just to beat some of the traffic.
Yes, go ahead, man. Thank
Sorry
you.
that didn't work.
You have all your stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. If you need me for anything else, let me know.
Oh, you know I will.
And look, I'll even return your mind this way.
So Steve, is it find somebody to you. Thank you for trying.
All right, guys. Sorry, it didn't work.
Thank you.
Make a good job.
You guys were awesome while it lasted.
It's all, I was on like page 10 of my script now as well.
We have a new employee, Tracy. She's making come toward the place. I'm gonna see.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to talk about what. Sweet. All right, my friend. You roll it?
Yes, I can go. Cool. But I do want to see. Do we want to tell Abby that she can come back later? Yeah, we do. Heavy. Wow. Did we ever see a Michael J. Colligan banner?
When you have audio going, we still do have one microphone going.
I think Steve's got it. Okay. You're good. Just wait. Just don't want to forget it.
Thank you.